This is a 10-minute excerpt of a 30-minute video I created. If you'd like to watch the full video, go to sandygrayson.com/fabulous and you can get immediate access.
Love my money makes a woman. My money make a woman. Money make a woman. Money make me alright.
Hi, it's Sandy Grayson, and lately I've been hearing from many people that you have these great ideas, these plans, and these visions, but you just don't know how or where to begin. So in this video, I'm going to illustrate a case study of one of my private clients who took action with some simple, repeatable steps and created an exciting, viable, and growing business. And best of all, she did this in just a number of weeks. And the great news is you can do this too. So I've created this video to inspire you and to help you see yourself in my story and also in the story of this fabulous and talented woman you're about to meet. So grab a pen and paper and get ready to take some notes. And I can't wait to hear from you as you start to put these concepts and strategies into practice. And I'll be popping in and out to give you some extra pointers on how you can apply what Dabney's doing in her business to yours. So here's where Dabney started. She had no website, she had no list, she had no products, no experience. Really, she had no idea where to get started. And in just a little bit of time, she's beginning to build her list. She's built her expert status. She's attracted JV partners. She's brought in content partners. She launched a free teleseminar, and now she's launched a paid teleseminar. So let me introduce you to Dabney.
Miss Dabney, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me, Sandy.
I so appreciate you taking the time. I want to tell everybody what you're doing in the world. I want anybody that is, needs somebody like you. I want them to know about you. And mostly I just want to show everybody the incredible things that you've managed to accomplish in your business in such a short time. So first of all, let's give out your website, and I'm going to show it on the screen. DivaCoachDabney.com. DivaCoachDabney, DABNEY.com. And you can see cute little Dabney by going there. And Dabney, will you just tell everybody I just met you, I don't know when you found out about me, but I just really started to get to know you in November of last year. Can you tell everybody where you were in your life and your business and what you were doing before we started working together?
Yes. Boy, my story really as pertinent, relevant to this is I had gone through a divorce and I had been home for 12 years and I was trying to figure out where my life was going. I took a real estate class. Maybe I should do that. I was a social worker in my past life. I was in that field for 10 years. Didn't want to do that. And so I started working on a book about my experience about divorce because when I went through my divorce, I found that I wanted to do it well. I wanted to do it right. I wanted to have a relationship with my ex-husband. I call him Mr. X. That would be geared towards having a different kind of family, not ruining all family bonds, but just making them different for my children. So I went to Barnes & Nobles and I went to Borders and I couldn't find one book that would teach me how to do it right. It was, how to take your man for everything he's worth, how to take Mr. X to the cleaner. Of course, I didn't use Mr. X. That's what I used.
That's your thing. I love it.
Yeah, but they were all so negative and toxic, and I thought, well, I'm just going to have to write it, and I've always loved to write. So I started my book called Divorcing Like a Diva, Lessons in How to Pull Your Big Girl Panties On and Deal with It. And that came from the day.
Favorite.
Yeah. The day that Mr. X moved out, a very good friend of mine dragged me over to her house to care for me, put me in her bathtub with bubbles and wine and some cheese, 9 o'clock in the morning. But, I'm laying there in her tub, and I'm looking over at her wall, and there was a plaque that said, pull on your big girl panties and deal with it. So I started researching it, and then at the same time, an email from you came into my world, and it was like the universe just sent it to me. And I joined your teleconference group seminar, Live Fabulous Now program, and it was during those calls that I started to make huge shifts about what I wanted and what I wanted to do.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about what's happened to you in your business and what you've been doing since that program?
Okay, and I wanted to back up a minute, too, and just say you made it so much fun that it didn't seem like a
I think
chore
that's so
to take
important.
action. Seriously. You're right, I was so into it. And I think it was just a combination of being ready to pursue and take action, and also having the mentor that I needed to do it. So anyway, I had actually, right before the Live Fabulous Now program, I kind of wanted to figure out, it was during the Live Fabulous Now. Do you remember the call? You had taught us part of the program. You taught us to kind of get some clearing going on. So I was having such success. So through you, and then the Live Fabulous program was over, and I was just like devastated because I was on such a roll. So of course I started coaching with you privately, and that's when I really started to fly. That's when I started to develop a teleseminar, the Divorcing Like a Diva Boot Camp, and gosh, how long? 3 months, I guess.
Yeah.
I developed it, and I'm doing it now. It's in its third week, and it's going really, really well. My mission statement is changing the world one diva at a time. I'm getting a lot of great feedback on my Facebook group. I'm tweeting all the time. I'm making great connections. And, my empire chart is growing.
Wow.
And it's been fun. So you're teaching me how to have fun with it.
Okay, so let me show you about the empire chart. This is awesome. And it actually came from a branding course that I was taking. I did some private branding with Kim Castle, and she asked me to kind of map out my company. And I don't know what happened, but I got completely carried away. Kim gave me this exercise. She said, I need you to just kind of map out your company, like your biggest vision. What is it? And the first time, I sat down, and I put this in my coaching now because it was so beneficial to me. I kind of put my own spin on it. When my husband got a hold of this flowchart program, he started plugging it in, and it was actually Rich, my husband, that named my empire Sandy Grayson's Empire Unlimited Possibilities, and he put my little face up there. And my empire chart now, honestly, is about 4 pages wide. And now every single time I get an idea, I can go to my chart, my empire, and decide where would that idea go. So you don't have to carry them around in your brain and hope that you'll remember. It's like a big relief. And I encourage every single person to sit down and map out your empire. And it's one of the things that I do with my clients that's so much fun and so empowering.
As you're listening to Dabney, I want you to hear how she's incorporated so much of who she is. I just want to congratulate you and celebrate everything that you've accomplished in such a short amount of time. I mean, you basically launched a business from nothing in less than 3 months. Just thinking about it, talking about it, and then you just took action. You just friggin' went out there and did it, which is awesome.
Okay, so now it's your turn. Remember, Dabney didn't have any of the tools that everybody thinks you absolutely have to launch a business. She didn't have a website. She didn't have a list. She didn't have products ready. We've all been there, and she just jumped in. Finally, I want to hear from you. Go to my blog at theroadtofabulous.com and leave me a comment. I'm going to be checking that every single day and put these tips into practice and report back to me. Let me know what's working, what's not working. Let me help you. And make sure you're signed up at sandygrayson.com/fabulous. That is the page with the Jerry Maguire video. And that is where I'll be sending these videos to. So if your name and email is on that list, you'll be the first to get the next video that I'm releasing in just a couple of days. My plan is to release a whole series of videos like this. I've already interviewed 4 of my other clients, and each and every one of them is different. They all have a different story to tell. They all started in different places in their business. They all do different things for a living. And I know in each one of these videos, you are going to learn a ton that is going to help you make this the most successful year of your life. All right, have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.
Love my money,